Okay, hello everyone. So I will make this video in order to explain my strategy on what I look for the day. So basically, before the European cash open, I'm interested in where we are in terms of the bigger picture. Here, if we are in any overbought or oversold levels according to daily Bollinger Band, and if I'm tracking VIX to see if it fails at 18, 25 or 30s. So I care for the bigger picture because, for example, if we have been down here and we trading during the day at the lower Bollinger Band after every time it touched bounced, then I look for VIX correlations. Of course, I have the weekly profile here and see nice levels on the very important levels on the weekly. For example, here rallied higher after this breakout. Every weekly breakout is a very nice trading opportunity. For example, if tomorrow we break out 800, need to see if it goes up to 11,000 or if this is going to consolidate and then be a great short opportunity, for example. Then I look for the size of initial balance range the first hour of trading before the cash opens, if it's wide or narrow, looking to see if we have any kind of short covering rally or long liquidation, P or B shape profile days. Then I need to see if the market gapped up or down, for what reason. Is it a fundamental catalyst, is it a terror attack, what is the reason behind this. And then I need to see if price is moving away from gap and seeking to find value elsewhere, or is it trying to fill the gap, and if it fills the gap, what does it do there? Does it hold for the reversal in order to trade against? For example, in this case here we have a kind of wide initial balance here, and we can see that price gap down, then sold off further downside and even failed to fill the gap. On another instance here we have a gap down again, then price failed to extend lower, fill the gap, then traded very nicely lower, like 80-90 points since the gap fills. So for example, this trading opportunity here was, once the gap fills, what it does it hold? If it doesn't, then short for the continuation towards the lower side. A P-shaped day is a long, you can see here the gap up and price held support at initial balance low, then rallied higher, support, then traded higher and then balanced above. This is the P-shape profile day. So what happens here is that we have a gap up for some reason, for X and Y reasons, then people who are trying to short or even have been short overnight then need to cover, then this attracts buyers and price goes higher and higher. Then of course all these interaction stops and we have this kind of balancing at the highs of the day. Then after this preparation happens here, I go for the cash open and I'm looking what is price doing upon initial balance low, initial balance high. Is it breaking out and holding above and then trying to go further upside, or the reverse scenario for the lower side? Then if price found the direction at either side, either higher or lower, depends what market is doing. Do we have any kind of important intraday or weekly other time frame level, like point of control, weekly high, low, or weekly close, which is to go for price impact, and if it creates any support or resistance there. Then I'm questioning, is price exhausted according to statistics? For example, for the first hour of cash trading range, has it already traded like in a range of 80 to 100 points? Then I'm allowing the market to trade for 30 minutes and I'm looking at the first 30-minute candle and asking myself what to see, what this candle looks like. Is it a full body candle which closes at the lows, or it has like a large tail, so price reversed? And then I'm interested what the next candle will do. Will this buying, let's say, continue to go higher, or this will just retest the previous candle's lows? For example, in this instance here we have a full body 30-minute candle, almost full, the major part of this body, like 80 points for the first hour of cash trading. Next candle took the low, close outside of Bollinger Band here, and then next candle opened and rallied all the way up and reversed like another 80 points. Then I'm looking for the US session and I'm asking this question: is price balancing or trending? What day do we have? Is DAX leading or lagging by the ETF of S&P 500? So tracking the correlation. Is price to an statistically exhausted level 100% since the first hour of cash trading, high or low 140%? Is that level an important market profile level in higher time frames from the past? Is there any point of control, any high, any low? What is price doing around 3 o'clock Greek time? If of course there is not a news event catalyst like a non-farm payrolls or ECB press conference or something like this. Is it flat topping? What I mean flat topping is if price went higher and higher and then spend hours, 2-3 hours like cannot extend either side, and then once US comes in, not the cash, just the US market comes in 8 o'clock in United States, see if we have any kind of momentum towards the upside before the US cash market opens and see what it does. Also simultaneously looking for if there is any combination of price outside the Bollinger Band, like here for example the US session, and any nice tick at extreme levels, so we can take the reversal trades on the 30-minute, looking at the 30-minute chart. So for example here price extended higher, nice tick, held second time extreme overbought levels up to these 800s. This was the equivalent high for DAX, and since that happened, DAX pulled back very nicely towards the lower Bollinger, the middle Bollinger Band and the initial balance high at this case. Another case here is a gap up, a failure with a very narrow initial balance range. First candle sold off straight down, next candle gave some opportunity after the retest towards the upside, but then price filled the gap and continued to trade lower, then balanced. This is what we call the B-shaped profile day. Then price balancing here, of course this is during US session, rallied higher. So this case is for wide initial balance. Here you can see like 40 plus points or so. Price gapping up for some reason, opening and driving straight up. First 30-minute candle opens and closing outside of higher Bollinger Band. Next candle opens and reverses completely, fails to extend higher, then sold off down to take the opening price of the day. And statistically this, when price opens and drives straight up or straight down, has high probability sometime during the day that the price will revisit this level and take out this opening drive. So basically in terms of actual trading here, all of this is the analysis, what I look for, what is going, the thought process is going through my mind. And we have the trade number one, which is to trade directionally with the flow of the market in order to follow the momentum of the price, allow a few minutes for the market to show any weakness on either side, then take trade against a level, European cash opening price or initial balance low or initial balance high. Once enter this trade, and if the trade is trading on our favor, we need to have the trading management. So I scale out the first and second targets 10 and 20 points respectively, then I leave the rest, the third target and the size is the 1/3 of the size for further extension of the price. Then I'm allowing to stay in this trade for 30 minutes in order to see where the market is heading and if it will be and at any exhausted level, so the first 30-minute candle can develop. Then what I look for is trade number 2 here. After 30 minutes I will flatten the position anyway from trade number 1, then we're going to trade 2 number here, and I'm looking to see after the first 30-minute candle is developed to judge where the market is. Is it exhausted for the first hour of cash trading range already? Is it too much outside of Bollinger Band? Any important level on bigger time frame, point of control, weekly high or low? Then take the reversal trade against previous candles high or low. Be aware that I need to be aware that the price might not reverse with the desired momentum exactly within the next 30 minutes of trading, the second 30-minute candle for the cash session, but it can hold the low and then trend higher slowly. What I need to watch as well if the turn of the hour will bring any momentum. The trading management of this is almost the same as the trade number 1, scaling out 10-20 points, the fast targets, then allowing the third target, which is the third of the size of the initial trade, to see if price can catch, like if this trade can catch a higher range than 20 points. Then we're going for trade number 3 here, and this is for the US session, and I'm aware of all these things here, and I'm asking myself, is there any leading of SPY relative to DAX? I need to try to find a momentum opportunity by using this leading or lagging correlation. For example, if SPY had already rallied and DAX stayed behind, then I will look to initiate a long for DAX in order to follow the correlation of SPY. Then I'm seeing nice peak divergences relative to the price of the index, and I need to locate my trade when tick is at extreme levels, see how often it's hitting extremes and how market responds to this. Does it hit an extreme highs and market is trending higher, or market is failing to extend? If it's failing to extend, do I need to take a short position? For example, like this example here as was talking about. So for example, market was going higher here and higher, then failed to extend here, and this was very nice short opportunity. Also during the US session, I'm looking to see if DAX is at any attempt to break any bigger time frame level, like weekly highs or weekly lows, or monthly highs or monthly lows, when the US comes in, because the US tends to bring momentum towards the trading session. During the trading session, then I look if DAX is too much outside of Bollinger Band, then I need to look at the trade, like the example of with correlation with nice tick. Then the trading management here is to scale out first and second targets 10-20 points respectively, and leave the third for further extension of the price. Then I'm trying to hold this trade for 30 minutes unless the third target is the third profit target is already being hit. I'm also watching Bollinger Band market profile of first hour of cash trading ranging levels and see if the price is heading there in order to hold the last part of the trade for longer. In case you are interested after watching this video to see these trades and the thought process and listen and interact and chat live during the everyday trading session, you can go to my Twitter page here at this name and check out the pin to it here, and if you click this pin to it link from PayPal, it will prompt you to 90 euros for each month. Of course, this is cancel free. Anytime you want you can cancel. So with this, by clicking login here, you can watch and talk with me for market about potential trades and ideas on a daily basis.